how have you been able to find your customers?
We built a big following on TikTok.
Okay.
So we have
144K.
Jeez. So let's just talk about it real quick. What's the strategy on TikTok? How have you been able to build such a quick
TikTok
audience?
is a science.
Someone's listening, just trying to get started on TikTok, trying to get attention. What 2 to 3 tips could you give them to keep their attention on the platform? Hello and welcome to Hustle Over Everything podcast. This is the podcast where we receive stories, tips, and tactics from entrepreneurs who have done it. Today, we're covering Collision. We had a great time at Collision. So we're just covering all of the different entrepreneurs we spoke to. So it was a blast, man. You know what I'm saying? And right now I'm sipping my birthday gift. Shout out to Owen. You know what I'm saying? I'm sipping some
Cavi, man.
Most definitely. Shout out to Cavi. Yo, Cavi, you should
Cavi,
definitely
man.
sponsor the show.
How obsessed are you with Cavi?
Bro, it's actually been pretty bad. I literally have no other liquor in my cabinet besides Cavi right now. That's how bad it is, bro.
Cavi's like juice, man. You have that thing, you be sipping on it every day. It's like juice. It's like cranberry juice. You drink it with dinner. You're on the balcony smoking a cigar. You pour a glass of Cavi. You know why? Because it's like this fusion of like coffee, but with like caramelized alcohol in a sense. Right? It just gives you like this taste like where you get faded, you don't even know what hit you. So
Right.
I'm obsessed with Cavi, man. I actually gotta get a bottle because that's my like weekday drink when I'm stressed out or I just need to think. I just reach out for the Cavi bottle, bro. But I'm happy you kind of toasted and you're opening it up to celebrate Collision, man. We had a successful event.
Yes, we did. Most definitely. All right. So let me ask you this, bro. Who was who was your favorite interview of Collision aside from David Meltz? I'm talking about on the floor because that's what we're doing today. We're going through the floor interviews where we walk through and talk to people who are on the floor. So who stood out to you the most?
I think the one that stood out to me the most is the ones I had fun with. So I met this company called Work From Homey. Essentially, what they're trying to do, they're trying to help like companies, really recreate the whole work from home experience by providing them with a platform that employees can feel like engaged. They can feel like there's an onboarding process. They don't feel like they're alienated from working from home. And you know me, man, I just come in there and I wanted to duke it out with one of their colleagues. And I was telling them, I'm like, yo, we all need to get back to the office. This whole working from home thing has to stop. We're all mailing it in. People don't work from home. Like they're just kind of like, they'll show up for a Zoom meeting. Then they'll be just going grocery shopping, taking their dog for a walk. Like, where's the production going when no one's watching? So I painted all these things, like even mental health, like you're just working from home. Because the thing about working from home, bro, and we covered this in episode 134, and I was talking about like mental health with working from home, because a lot of people who work from home, they're living nice. They live in like a luxury or nice condo where there's space, but they're these students who are fresh out of school who are working with roommates, and their work desk is in this one shared space. Like they're working with, like they're living and all their workspace is in their bedroom. So I'm like, yo, how much of that can you do every day? Like you don't leave your house. You're stuck in one little bedroom that you're renting out. You need to be going to the office. So that's why I was advocating for the office. So we had a great debate, me and the gentleman from Work From Homey, and it just made for good banter. And I think one of the things that you go into these conversations with is you get serious because you want to learn about their startup. But like, I think this was a little bit more tongue in cheek. So I was able to get them loose because they're pitching their business every day, and you can just have a little ESPN, like, Shannon and Skip, or no, that's Undisputed. But you can have a little debate with another entrepreneur on the floor. So that was pretty fun for me.
Most definitely. No, I thought you had a good class. I actually had to bounce because I had to go help another like podcaster or podcast guest out. So I wasn't there for the full one, but I heard it back, and it was cool. It was a good little back and forth. He had some good points. You had some good points.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So no,
he was a good sport. He was a good sport.
Yeah, he was a good sport. I also loved Dasha. I think Dasha was like a sleeper. Like, the thing about things that, yeah, Dasha from EFA.
Oh yes. I was thinking, I forgot her name was Dasha, but I was like, yo, EFA, and then I was like, yeah, that's the CEO of Dasha. Of EFA.
Exactly. So the thing about walking through these floors is that like you don't really know who you're gonna meet. You know, like
Mhm.
you're thinking I'm to bump into somebody from Toronto that's just working, but to
Mhm.
bump into somebody that's from Ukraine and took the mission to go from Ukraine to Canada to pitch their business and try to gain more traction so they can fund an army. You know, like you always feel a big degree of separation from Ukraine and what's going on there.
Mhm.
But it was interesting to see somebody actually like right next to you, you know, say, "Yo, I'm there. I'm supporting the war right now. Sorry,
Yeah.
supporting the army right now. You know, like I'm giving money to them. My husband isn't here, so Loki, he's probably in the army. You know what I'm saying?
He's out in
There's
the
a high
trenches,
chance.
literally.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, like so that was crazy. That was like really like you know, refreshing to see because you don't see that every day at all. And you just
Mhm.
bump into people and you don't know what their story is. And then to
Mhm.
hear that she, you know, I don't want to give the cat out of the bag. So you gotta listen to the whole story, you know, but to hear like how they got started their business, I was like, wow, this is interesting. You know, I never would think that would happen like that. So that was an interesting one for me too. And then lastly, I think on the good sleeper as well was my guy that had the cleaning business that went viral on TikTok. You know,
Mhm.
a cleaning business is so simple, but to hear that he was going viral on TikTok was kind of like, how? Like,
Yeah.
what was his strategy? So it was good to get to pick his brain a little bit to figure out how he went viral on it. So, now overall, it was good though, bro.
Mhm. You know, the best businesses are the simplest ones. Like
Mm-hmm.
1 plus 1 equals 2. You know, and I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of the times these during like these times we're living in, we're so like focused on, you know, lean startup canvas, be a tech entrepreneur, try and be on Forbes or trying to be on these major publications or you raise money. You know, entrepreneurship has been glorified as this thing that you got to be in tech. You got to be like this next billionaire, right? But you don't really have to do that. You just have to
Mm-hmm.
be someone who is solving a problem or creating something that has a niche that serves their needs. So I think we need to really get at this mentality where to be seen as a tech, like as a successful entrepreneur, you have to be in tech. Sometimes you can
Mm-hmm.
just go to a business and offer them a service of like, hey, we will clean out your freezers. Like, let's go. You go to every restaurant. Like, hey, we're a fridge cleaning service,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's super niche. You go to them, hey, every month we'll come by, we'll clean your whole kitchen, we'll clean all your industrialized kitchen equipment, sanitize it, and make sure that you're still regulated by Ontario boards of restaurants.
Yeah.
That is like now you're removing like their need for like extra labor. Now you're actually
Mm-hmm.
offering a specialized service, and there's restaurants all over,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? You just need
Keeping
a
it
truck,
simple.
yeah, power cleaners, 2-3 man job, couple contracts in the city. You don't need to go everywhere because there's restaurants in every corner, and you can get like an annual contract paying like 20 grand just for cleaning services. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like that is that people, and but those businesses are not sexy. I cannot
Not.
get clout off that business. I cannot win competitions, you know, like something I did in university. But like looking back now, it doesn't really matter because the reason you start a business is to create something that supersedes you and becomes like such a behemoth that's providing jobs, it's providing opportunities. It's like, you know, it's funny, like as I get older, like I'm just realizing a lot of the things that I knew are just kind of like, man, like I was really thinking like that. Like what really matters is success, right? What is success? You just want to build a business, go find something that makes money. It's gonna like give you autonomy and freedom, bro. So I think we just need to get out of this bubble, and like that cleaning service I'm going on TikTok, that's what success is, you know, because you can have an app, you can have major users, but if you're not producing any profit or any revenue, what's the point? And we had this conversation with we had someone, oh yeah, with David King, who's about to come on the podcast pretty soon. He
Mm-hmm.
was talking about this exact same thing, right? You're like not generating revenue, but VCs are still gonna pump money into a business for the upside that they go public, where like, you know, you adjust to user adoption, and now they're like addicted to it, like Uber. Now it's like $20 for a ride. Remember when Uber was like $7? You had
Yeah.
Uber Split, whatever it's called, Uber Pool. Now we're so addicted to the product. I can't even think about taking TTC because I live so far away from a T2T station or stop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was great seeing like businesses like EFA, and it really shows you like the world is bigger than just Toronto. Like people are flying all the way from all around the world just to get an opportunity to be seen by a VC or an angel, like a customer. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, no, you bring up some good points, bro. Like, there's a company that just went under. I think it was either Bolt or like Fast. You know what I'm
Bolt.
talking about?
Yeah, I think
Bolt?
Bolt. I think it was Bolt.
Bolt, yeah, that was like super fast apparently, and then it went went under super quick because they weren't actually making any money. They were just like
Mhm.
getting VCs. Yeah, Bolt, one click checkout, and they were just like pumping all types of ads, but weren't actually making any money because they were just on the VC loop.
Yeah.
No, you're 100% right, bro. You know what's interesting? What came to mind is actually my landlord. I had a conversation with him. He's an entrepreneur, and we spoke about how he's marketing, and he brought up like that all he uses is signs. He'll go to a neighborhood, put up some signs on some lawns, and call it a day because he
Mhm.
does landscaping, right? That's all he does for marketing.
And he doesn't need these Facebook ads. Oh, let's get a funnel. Let's get a pixel. Let's just
N-
like,
None of
bro.
that shit. He
He
puts
like
up
you
some
look at him and
signs.
like, yeah.
Puts up some signs. That's it. So it was really refreshing because all he really did is go to some rich neighborhoods, put up some signs, and get calls that would get him hundreds of thousands of dollars, from signs in neighborhoods. And then it really dawns on me that like a lot of times you overthink this shit, man. A lot of
Mhm.
times you overthink how we're marketing, how we're trying to get this funnel right. This present yourself in front of the right people, and it'll happen. You know.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, man, you guys can present in front of us at Black Market. This Friday, the 15th or 14th.
15th.
15th will be at Black Friday. Is it Black Friday? Look at me messing up. We're gonna be at Black Market from 6 to 10 p.m. at Event Center of Centennial College at the Scarborough campus. So you'll be able to partake in a trade show event. You'll be able to network and meet with vendors to sell products, see services from the community, and this network with professionals. You know what I'm saying? We're
Mhm.
gonna have Jalen from Lick My Fashion there. He'll be speaking, so it's gonna be a good event. So feel free to pull up. We're gonna be there. You can cop some merch from us. It's gonna be a vibe. So pull up on us. But going back to what I was saying though, keeping it simple. Another thing is just showing up. You know,
Mhm.
um, I'm always surprised by how many opportunities come from just showing up. You know, like I got an amazing intern that just asked. You
Mhm.
know, like, and then now she's like about to get paid from me. And like you literally just like get a job eventually, just
Bro,
asking
it goes,
haphazardly.
bro, it goes in the same way, just saying yes. And I got a shout out to Rooks. She brought up that concept of just saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people that I look up to, like Rooks, even Gary Vee. And I said this like a long podcast ago when we still had Hustle Nation as part of our segments. By
Mm-hmm.
the way, if you enjoy those segments, if you've been a long time listener of Hustle Over Everything podcast and you enjoyed Hustle Nation or Business Tip of the Week from Alex, let us know, because we've met some people and they've really given us some feedback. Like they missed that format and we thought that format was not hitting. But we look back in the day, like that format gave us a lot of numbers. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like we were getting
Mm-hmm.
bare plays from that. So we're
Mm-hmm.
reconsidering bringing that back. But what I'm
Yep.
saying is the whole concept of one is better than zero. And Gary Vee has this video. You can search it up. One is greater than zero. Is like a lot of people are looking for opportunities. They're asking him, "Yo, how did you get on CNN? How did you get on Bloomberg? How did you get on Ellen? How did you get on this Today Show?" But it goes to the concept of one is better than zero, meaning like any opportunity is better than no opportunity. if one person asks you to come on their blog to be interviewed and they only have 15, 18 monthly readers, it's having the humility to be like, yes, I'm going to do that blog. If someone has a podcast, they only have 5 episodes, they only get 60 listeners, but those are engaged, passionate listeners. Say yes to that opportunity. You know, it's all about that one view, that one reader that can change your life.
Facts. Remember
That
Paul C.
one
Brunson,
view.
bro?
Pardon?
Remember Paul C. Brunson, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Mhm.
he's a great example of that. Right? That
Mhm.
one view could be a producer at, let's say, CNN if you're a business person. That one producer could be a producer for like a cooking show that could get you on an opportunity if that's your lane. That one listener could be someone at an investment banking who could be, getting you looking for a job. Same thing with a VC. They heard your idea on a podcast, a little business podcast, but they like that host because they find him funny and engaging, and they reached out to you on LinkedIn because they found you on LinkedIn. So never underestimate the power of one view, one reader, one event that maybe has 20 people, but you never know who's in the crowd. And this is such a small world with the power of social media. Like just you being there, you get captured saying something like, oh, who is that guy? And then go down a rabbit hole of like LinkedIn, checking out your stuff, checking out your website, and they see your catalog, they see your work. So one is greater than zero, and saying and showing up to those things, man, Al, like the combination of just having that humility can take you far.
Most definitely, bro. Like honestly, that every time you bring that up, I think Paul C. Brunson is probably the best example of that. You know, having the humility to record and produce episodes of shows and put them on YouTube and get no views
No views at all.
at all, and then end up having Oprah see that. Like that is nuts.
Bro,
It still
his
doesn't
missus
make me.
taking out her 401k to
Oh my
support
days.
this idea, man. And
And
that's
have
why,
him
like,
get no views. And
no
have him get no.
views, bro.
Yo, can
No,
you imagine right now if a girl took out her 401k and said, "Yo, go produce your thing," and you produce it, and it gets
yo,
no views?
OVO. Yo, imagine, and then OVO one day comes and sees it. Like Drake, yo, you put in like, you spend 200K on producers, beats, videos, everything, and now
Mm-hmm.
your girl's like, yo, like Wagwan, like, where's success? A year
Yeah,
later, one guy who's playing the track at a beach party, well, not Professor X, but
yeah, the
Director
director
X,
X. Yeah, yeah.
he's like, yo, you need to hear this track. I Shazammed it. This kid on Spotify, I've never heard of him, but he's a local. Drake
Mm-hmm.
hears it, bro. Drake does shit like this, man. He
For
finds
sure,
like Moji. That's how he recognized Moji.
bro.
Uh,
I have a rare Mochi story, but go ahead, go ahead.
yo, let me just get this off. But yeah, I want to hear it. But that's how Drake finds artists like Majid Jordan,
Facts,
all these
facts.
characters on OVO, like were local guys who are just really good. So, man, and it goes back to what we're doing, man. Like sometimes we can look at a clip, like a video we put money behind, produced it, gets like barely any views, but that one view, we never know who it's gonna be. We
Mm-hmm.
never know. So, but yeah, man, what's up with Moji?
All right. So, what I found interesting um, was years ago. I went to a hookah spot, and um, me and my guy at the time, we're in this hookah spot. We got
Yeah,
like 3 or 4 Ethiopian girls, we're at our table, and the spot is packed. I'm like, what the heck is this? Extra packed, more than usual. And I'm like, what's going on in here? Like, it's a
there's a
little bit of
buzz
a
about
vibe.
it.
It was buzzing, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
buzzing.
And we were there chilling, trying to get these girls Snapchats at the time. So I was probably like 21 at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, and all of a sudden, the hookah bar guy says, "Yo, we're gonna have a performance at the hookah bar." You know how hookah bars are? They're small. They're not big spaces. You know what I'm
Tight,
saying?
bro.
They're
Tight.
tight. You know what I'm saying? In the hookah bar, suddenly Moji starts playing, and
Did you know
Moji
who?
walks out and
You
starts
know,
performing. Go ahead.
Okay, how big was Moji at the time though?
This is one song he had that's like a street classic, you know, that Drake actually copied, where he does like the Ginobili
Dance.
dance.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? He
yeah.
performed that, you know, he performed that at the hookah spot, and it
Mhm.
was bumping. I can't even lie. Like, all the Ethiopian girls that we were with were like vibing to the song. Like, yo, he has this place rocking, you
He's
know.
got the juice.
He had the juice in the spot, but he was sagging crazy, and he was super drunk, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. But
Mhm.
then after, so he does this hood classic, you know, and then he plays "Hold On, We're Going Home," and on "Hold On, We're Going Home," he's like, hey, yo, F Drake, fuck Drake, this is my song now. And so I was playing, and so I was like rapping on it, and he was like, yo, it's my city now, you know,
Mhm.
as "Hold On, We're Going Home" is playing. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is he saying this? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
This is before Drake knew a lick about Moji, by the way.
Mhm.
This is before
Mhm.
any of the things happened. And he was already like dissing Drake heavy. And I was like, why are you dissing Drake? This makes no sense, you know? But he was already on that wave. So then to see how everything played out, how, how everyone knows how the story goes. It
Mhm.
was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was how he really felt from time, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man,
man.
the stories like this, man, like shit's always connecting. The dots always gonna connect some way, somehow, bro.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts.
Moji with the dance moves.
Word, you know. But yo, we've been talking for a minute, yo. We still have to let y'all tap into the collision episode. You know what I'm saying? So let's wrap it up and then let them enjoy the episode, man.
Let's do
So
it.
you know, one thing I could say to give him, some context is it's at collision, right? So the audio isn't, it's not gonna be, studio quality. This isn't the Tim Ferriss show. He's whispering, "Hey guys, how's it going?" You know what I'm saying? But um, it's collision. It's a conference, so this have those ears as you go into it. You know, of course, it's loud and we're yelling a little bit, so keep that in mind. And watch the whole thing because there's different entrepreneurs talking about different businesses, so you might get tips from different entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, listen, love it, and that's really it. Anything want to wrap it up on, bro?
No, just it's a great episode. A lot of passionate people behind great projects they're working on. And find some bits of value there. And go check them out and see for yourself. If it's something that resonates with you, tap in and be a customer.
Facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I really think that the the car the car company could be like a $1 billion company if it works out. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all let y'all do the rest. All right, y'all. We see you on the other side.
What's up, Hustle Nation? We're out here at Collision 2022. We're about to witness some amazing speakers, look at groundbreaking businesses doing some amazing, innovative technologies, and capture all the content that we can capture for you. It's going to be coming right in your feed, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Twitter. You will not miss us.
Most definitely. We got some dope interviews with David Meltzer, Simon Henry from Speak Easy, and a whole bunch of entrepreneurs. So you can get some stories that are unique to everybody. Tap in. It's going to be a good time.
We're here with Reza, CEO?
No, the president.
President.
Co-founder.
And co-founder of Work From Homey. So Reza, first question. Where did the idea of Work From Homey begin?
So in the summer, like 2020, when the pandemic happened, I was working on a consulting, like 90 hours a week job. And I was like, yeah, like I can do that 90 hours a week when I'm going to work, having fun, when it's work from home. Like that just sucks, that I cannot do it. And like, what's the missing piece of it is employee experience. Everything else is fun. I like not to go to work, everything, I can do the same work. The only missing piece would be like the employee experience. So we started working with my co-founder, come up with the idea, and it started from there.
Can you tell us about exactly what Work From Home is?
So Work From Home is an employee experience platform that helps the remote team build a high-performing team while being remote. So that means like you don't need to be in person to build a high-performing team. You just need to be have a discipline to do something right, and that's the key to create a high-performing team remotely.
What have been some of your biggest wins over the last 6 months?
So, in the last 6 months, we raised $1.5 million seed. That was pretty well. We closed very good customers. That was pretty good, and we hired an amazing team that we have on the back.
The squad is all over there, right there.
The
The squad
team.
is all over there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let me ask you something. If I'm Elon Musk and I'm saying, hey, everyone should go back to work, what do you have to say to him?
Honestly, not much. As every CEO can choose how his team works, and I understand his frustration over creating a high-performing team. So if he has the tool set to create a high-performing team remotely, he wouldn't say that. Yeah.
Okay. That's a surprise coming from Work From Home to hear that. you
Yeah.
know? All right. So now, what do you think is the biggest advantage of using your product?
So the biggest advantage is cost saving, to be honest. When you have a team that can deliver remotely, you definitely save on the office costs and a lot of other luxurious stuff that you have around the office. That would be the number one. And the second one, you have a better productivity. That would be the key, yeah.
And lastly, is there any other competitor ever since the pandemic started that is competing against Work From Home?
Yeah, there are a lot of good competitors out there. There are some incumbent in the market and some new ones. So we are happy to, work
To fight it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Lastly, what's your number one goal this year for Work From Home from now till 2022 ends?
The number one goal is probably helping more than 100K employees to be on board on the platform and help them to have a better employee experience.
You're saying 100K users as employees, but how much employees do you want on your team?
We want to keep the team small and mighty.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what
100K employees. I was like, woo!
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Where can people find you?
wfhomey.com. Just reach out there. There's a contact us there, and reach out to us.
All right,
Amazing.
homies, you heard it here. Work From Home. If you're a homie, sign up for Work From Home and work from home.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Awesome.
All right, hit that. Fist
What's
that.
up, man?
All right, guys, major debate here. We're debating whether people should go back to the office or stay at home. What is your take?
I think there's a good argument to be made for hybrid workforces, but my whole thing is being remote. People are going to feel very comfortable with just being able to work in their own comfort. Just staying at home, going to the office, avoiding a commute, and just working from their home office, as opposed to having to deal with the whole theater of getting ready and looking like you're busy at a workplace. You could just go to your home office and get things done from there.
All right, so my issue thing is, right?
Go
Not
ahead.
everybody has a luxury of having a nice condo or apartment and
Right.
actually working from home, right?
Yeah.
So you can imagine a lot of kids who are coming out of school, they're sharing a room with a bunch of people, and their room, their desk is everything for them. And as
Yeah.
well, mental health comes with that. So what's your take on that? When you don't have the luxury of having space
Got
and
it.
you're confined in one place where you're blurring the lines
Yeah.
of work and home.
My counter argument would be having something where you could give kids some kind of stipend to work out of a remote or private atmosphere where they are still at their comfort, they could still have a couch and not really have to deal with the theater that goes into working from an office, where they could be at their own place and just get away from the stress that comes with being in a confined area and having all that nonsense. I mean, I've been a college kid before, trying to start a company. My first ever trip as an entrepreneur was from college, so I know that, and in a fraternity house nonetheless too. So when you're working in an atmosphere like that, a lot of noise, a lot of partying going around. And for someone that's young and maybe wants to do it, maybe a university or a company could supply a space for them to just get away from all that noise. So that goes back to flexibility, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to necessarily have that hybrid model enables you to go work from an office when you need to. and work at your own comfort when you feel like you're ready. Just kind of like, all right, cool. I don't want to go to work today. I just want to work from my desk here at home. I want to be here. I want to be comfortable. And the big statistic is there's what, for 1,000-person company, there's about $10 million spent in office space, or Lord knows how much more in metropolitan areas. If you're investing in stipends and you're investing in employee experience, you're going to see that money return as opposed to just spending on office space, utilities, internet, all those hidden costs that you get. So that was my counter argument.
My thing is here, man, is like the team camaraderie is a big thing.
Yeah.
You're someone working from home. They're like sitting there by themselves, solo dolo. You're missing the opportunity of making new friends and that connection. Maybe they can't even travel to like where everybody is. What's your take on building team camaraderie working from home?
So I'm biased. This company's great. Work from home is great. This is our first time all being in the same place at the same time.
Wow.
Like we all just met in person for the first time on Monday, and it was like we knew each other. It was like we were family.
Yeah.
Once again, every culture is different, so you can't say like, oh, that would work at a, I guess, archaic style business, an older bank, an older accounting firm, whatever the case. I don't want to knock too much on those type of companies, but maybe I'm biased at a startup. When we work together online, it's good, it's productive, but now that we're here in person, there's a level of excitement that's even more like we've known each other for years and we're excited to get things done. So
you're soaking everything in.
Yeah, we like love each other. We're gonna go out after this and hang out. But to your point, I would probably say that that's why I would vote for that balance of hybrid. And if you're scared of doing full remote, do hybrid where that camaraderie matters. Like come in once a week. Wednesday, just come in, hang out with everybody and chop it up.
And have those eureka moments, like they come like when you're like physically in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would make the case, if you can't really embrace fully remote, definitely go hybrid and have that atmosphere where you can meet up at a co-working space together and just like love each other there. That sounds kind of weird to say, but like love being around each other
for sure
and get the most out of it. The same way we got the most out of like not seeing each other for like months and then just coming here and getting things done.
Absolutely, man. Well, that was a great chat. Thank you for being such a good sport.
Thank you,
And
man.
you definitely brought us some good points. I love working from home, but I also love going to the office. But I definitely see where working from home fully is beneficial for other people.
Definitely.
And then also going to the office is good for that mental aspect. And, just like feeling as if you're a part of a cause.
Yeah.
So you heard it here. Hustle Over Everything team here at Collision 2022. We got here my man Jeffrey. And check out Work From Homey. Great platform, and they're changing the game for us remote workers. Talk to you soon.
Later, y'all.
All right, everybody. The Hustle Over Everything team here checking back at Collision. We're here with Effa. We got the founder and CEO. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Dasha, and I'm the CEO of Effa. We are a Ukrainian startup. We are making eco-friendly disposable products. We are making paper toothbrush and paper razor. Here's the razor. For hotels, airlines, cruise ship companies, and since we're having war in our country, we are supplying our products to refugee camps all over Ukraine and to Ukrainian army as well.
Solid. How long have you been in business?
4 years already.
4 years. And what led you to start this business?
Well, my husband, this is his idea actually. He's an industrial designer. He's been designing Apple products, and he thought about creating something useful for the planet. And that's how he came up with the idea of a paper toothbrush, because like 3 minutes, you use plastic toothbrush in a hotel for 3 minutes and then throw it away. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. So that's how he told me about this idea on our first date, and that's how we have started.
On your first date?
Oh yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And now you have a company together.
A company together, a baby together, and surviving through the war in our country.
That's amazing. So speaking of the war in the country, how do you feel to be contributing to the war, as in like contributing like personally through this company?
We are trying to support our country in the best way we can. We have supported our army financially, but we thought about how we can support our people who are suffering a lot. And a lot of refugees, like, they want to stay safe and clean as well. Like, not a lot of people care about the environment in Ukraine right now, but we still wanted to help. So that's how we're supplying our products. And at least that's how I can sleep better at night, thinking that our people are in a better position maybe somehow.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
How has, ever since the war started, how's your business been affected by it? What was your business like before, and how's your business been affected like now with the war going on for the past month and a half?
Like before the war started, we like last year we have fundraised our first financial round of $500,000. We've been growing team. We were going really actively, really high up. We had such clients as Netflix, Marriott, and Radisson hotels. We had a lot of cooperations with big corporates. And when the war started, I've only received, unfortunately, emails. Like people told me, like, Dasha, unfortunately, we have to like freeze our contract. We have to like postpone the deal and things like that.
Yeah.
But since people like started to get used to this new normal situation for Ukraine, we understood that we are safe, like relatively safe. And business started to get back together as it was before. Not so fast, but still we have our old clients coming back, even from Ukraine, and our new clients coming to us. And I'm here at the Collision, which is, I'm blessed to be here, given that I'm from Ukraine. So yeah, we will survive through this and we'll be successful anyways.
Last question for you. Over the next 7 months, where do you want the business to be at?
I want my business, I want just, first of all, I want to still stay safe, and I want calm for my country and for me personally and for my family. And I want, we want to get good customers. We want to go to our website, and if you're a B2B customer, please go to our website and offer our products. And we want people to know about this amazing brand EFA, and that this is Ukrainian, and that Ukrainians are brave, smart, and amazing people who are making our planet great and making some really good things for our planet.
Absolutely. We got to support Ukraine as they're going through these difficult times.
Where can people find you?
At our website, EFA.one. And through our Instagram, EFA Brush. Please come and see our products, and we'll be more than happy to deliver you the best paper, toothbrushes, and razors in the world.
Very innovative. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So we're here with Panda Hub, and we're here with the CEO, Reza. Reza, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, can you tell us what Panda Hub is about?
Essentially, we're a mobile on-demand car detailing service. So we're in the industry that hasn't been tapped yet. So there's not really any household names in this industry. So after a lot of R&D and a lot of research, we put together a team and kind of developed an app for people to download so you can get detailing done at your home.
What was a problem you noticed that led you to start this business? What did you see there that was like, you know what? There exists a demand for this. Let's go out there and solve the problem.
That's a good question. I feel like I was a consumer. So my background is not this. I was a consumer, and I used to wait at detail shops for hours, and it annoyed me. So I tested it with a team, and there's people behind the scenes that you guys can see that the camera can't, but they're standing here that helped put this company together. We've launched for 1 year, and during that year, we learned that the world is changing. People are now wanting things kind of instantaneously, right? There's instant gratification that people look for. So like paying $7 for a cup of coffee, right? Just to Uber instead of getting out and getting one. So the on-demand thing and mobile is very big. So there's a lot of kind of operational challenges that we found, but we overcame them and we continue to grow.
Was operational challenges your biggest challenge so far?
No, I'd say it's to sustain the customers, because there's only one company that does it at this size, and it's us. We have to keep up with the customers. So sometimes there's a lot of challenges in terms of upkeeping with the demand. And
so how have you been able to find your customers? Are you just on social media, maybe?
So behind you can see we built a big following on TikTok.
Okay.
So we have
144K.
Jeez. So let's just talk about it real quick. What's the strategy on TikTok? How have you been able to build such a quick
TikTok
audience?
is a science. It's all about you. It's not like Instagram. Well, now Instagram Reels is kind of like that, but once you understand how it operates, it's easy to hack it. Where you just have to keep people's attention span. The longer they stay on the video, the more TikTok will promote that video. So it goes by thresholds.
So what if someone's listening, just trying to get started on TikTok, trying to get attention, what 2 to 3 tips could you give them to keep their attention on the platform?
Okay, so one, think about the little things. The sound is important, the lighting is important. you want to get their attention within the first second. So a lot of times people will be like, you can't believe, and then they'll give you kind of like a little bit of the plot, but the ending is good too. So you want to, at the end, to deliver. You don't want to just say, oh, stick around and you're going to learn this in this video and then not deliver on that. So if you can just keep their attention and put them first, always put yourself in the customer's shoes, you should do fine. And as long as the lighting is good too. You don't want poorly lighting videos, right?
Beautiful.
Beautifully said. And that wraps up the quick interview we want to do with you, Reza. Pleasure for taking the time and chatting with us. We're definitely going to follow Panda Hub. We love following people with good TikToks. And we like learning and seeing what they're creating so other people can also implement it and grow their accounts. I mean, that's a hot place to like grow your business, your content following. So bless up, man. Wish you nothing but the best.
Definitely.
All right, everybody. Coming back over here, Collision 2022. We're at the booth here with Localia with the founder, Jia Yung. Jia Yung, how are you doing today?
Yes, it's a nice day. Thank you.
Yes, you excited to be at Collision?
Oh, it is really fantastic situations.
All right. So we're going to ask you a couple questions about your business and what led you to start this business. So tell us about what you do and what made you start this company.
Okay, yeah. This is the Brieffinder. It is a vehicle communication antenna. It can transmit and receive the safety information, and at the same time, it can identify the location of other vehicles.
Yeah.
So we can provide two things: the safety information of other vehicles and the location information of the other vehicles. Those informations provide the safety of auto driving. So this is a really state-of-the-art technology and the future technology.
That's amazing.
How long did it take you to develop this?
It's been 3 years since we started this business, and next year we're gonna complete the commercial product, and we'll start to provide this device to automakers or provide our technology for them to build up the safest car in the world, like a Tesla or Uber. Those are the potential companies that we will provide our technology.
Wow.
So far, do you have any interest from these manufacturers?
I see a couple of automakers. I can't specify the name. And then some investors also approached to us and they showed very much interested in this.
How big do you see the company growing?
At the moment we have about 5 to 7 employees, and we are preparing the U.S. businesses and started to employ more employees. After we receiving some substantial investment, then we will grow faster.
Where do you see it growing? How big do you see the company growing in the future?
This technology is currently it is being accepted in the standard 3GPP standard, and then nearly almost all auto industries have to use this technology. Then I think the revenue could be the billions of dollars. So that's our aim, our hope to be in the future.
Yes. And building this company, what's your history before starting Localia? Were you in the manufacturing business before?
I was in the Telecommunication Research Institute in Korea, and there was a very state-of-the-art telecommunication researching company. And I was a project leader and have been researching this location technology for 10 years. And then I built up this company and then started move to the US and then start to expand our business in North America, including this Canada and the US.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. We wish you a lot of success in the future.
Thank you very much for coming.
Jia Yung, thank you so much. All right, everybody. The Hustle Over Everything team here at Collision. I got Amanda Witter, and here we got Ann.
Yes, Ann.
Tell us about your business, Ann.
So we're a wedding rental place marketplace, and we have an app in development right now. Our users are individuals and businesses who can post items for weddings. So it's a very fragmented business. Weddings can be stressful. There's a lot that's involved. You know, you get the florals, the decor, the furniture, linens, all that. So we've created a platform where businesses and just any normal person can post what they have at home and create that second income for themselves. Couples can basically go on there and find everything they need very easily.
Do you have a background in wedding planning and everything like that?
My co-founder, Noor, she does, her family's in the wedding industry for about 10 years. Yeah, that's kind of how I've gotten involved. I've been helping her for the last couple of years. Their business. So now we've started our own. We kind of like found the gap with like rentals and just, started instead of going through like different avenues, Facebook Marketplace, individual like Kijiji, it's all here. It's all in one place.
Perfect.
Amazing. What are some of the big wins you've experienced over the last 6 months?
Oh, big wins in the last 6 months. That's a good question. Actually, so I would say just I think we're very, very close to launch, like 2 months. So there's been a lot of momentum there in general. We've got a CFO on board and another equity partner who's joined us, and it's been a lot of help. So those are our biggest wins.
That's unreal. And what's your position at Luwest? Is that how I say it? Luwest?
Yes.
What's your title there?
I'm a COO. Yeah.
All right. So you heard it here from Luwest and Anne. What stage are you at right now, and how can people start taking advantage of Luwest?
We are looking to launch in 2 months, I would say. So you can check out our website. We'll mainly be an app at the moment, but you can look up luwest.ca, find us on the App Store. Yes, that's the best way, I would say. Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. And this is in Canada only, right? Or Ontario?
In the meantime, Toronto and Canada.
Toronto and Canada. Okay, amazing. Well, we wish you nothing but the best. And the wedding industry is due for disruption. So we can't wait to see what you come out with.
Definitely.
Yeah, appreciate you. All right, we just wrapped up Collision 2022. It was unreal.
Yo, it was everything we wanted it to be. Make sure you tap in to Hustle Over Everything, 247 Hustle on Instagram. Tap in. Let's go. I'm Alex.
And I'm Mono Sinde.
That's the show, y'all.
Peace.
Thank you so much for listening. The conversation continues on our Instagram at 247hustler. We post very frequently. And be sure to check out our merch at hustleovereverything.co. We have some amazing sweaters, hats, mugs, and a lot more. Lastly, our Proud to Pay program is linked in the description below. Thank you so much for your support. Talk to you next Monday. Peace.